Hey you all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, the Queen Aqua, Jacayla Brian. How are you all doing? Now I'm not going to keep you all for a long time, but a good time. In this episode, y'all, I'm so used to being on my podcast. In this video, I just want to talk a little about apologizing. So let's just go ahead and hop off into it. Oh, well, before I hop off into it, my soothe me down and noun tea, a tea that will soothe you completely down, okay, and just make you want to lay down, watch you some, a TV, take away your anxiety, okay, just make you just be mellow. It is about to be restocked, okay? Go down to my website and subscribe because it's on its way to be restocked, all right? I'm not making a lot of it, but hey, you will catch in the next round if you subscribe, okay? All right, so let's talk about apologizing. So and this is something that I am trying to work on myself, and that is accepting that not everyone is going to apologize after they have done something wrong, hurt you, in a case. I have been dealing with a lot of abuse. And rarely did I receive, an apology for, when things did occur. I would always be like, damn, are you going to apologize, for hurting me or for hurting my feelings or, for verbally abusing me, for saying this and that, knowing that you hurt my feelings, or knowing that you just did something ugly or mean towards me. Are you going to apologize? I would never get it. A certain person would be like, why should I apologize? I'm like, wow, okay. I found myself apologizing all the time, when I was in the wrong, and I don't mind doing so, for a reason. Is because I just don't want that up on me. You know what I'm saying? I am someone who do love to take full accountability for my actions. And when I do know that I am in the wrong, when I know that I'm wrong, or whatever like that, that I have done something that stirred the pot that wasn't even quite necessary, I will apologize. But you have some people out here that just don't. But when a person chose not to apologize, it just makes them feel like they have the upper hand, like they do have control over the situation. But they also don't like to feel guilty, and they don't like to feel that guilt up on them, because it makes them feel less than a woman or less than a man. Okay, so they just chose to go with the flow, of whatever's going on with them, even though they do see the next person, the person that they are hurting, crying or sad, or just not in the mood, or they don't want to be bothered, knowing that an apology probably can fix it. And just let me stop there. An apology don't fix nothing, but it is a sort of, just how can I say this? Well, I can only speak for myself. Now, an apology truly don't fix much. But for me, you know, it just, it makes me turn away from whatever a person did, even if they may do it again. But it makes me turn away from that and go on about myself. If I don't get an apology, it makes me stay inside of that mode, It makes, I feel stuck. I feel stagnant. I'm not sure if I am explaining this right, but I just know that that is me. But, I'm now coming into, this era of, fuck if a person, don't apologize. I'm not about to, hinder my happiness and my growth waiting for an apology when I have a life out here to live. Okay? Those people who chose not to apologize are choosing not to grow. They are choosing not to mature themselves, okay? They are choosing not to be better at communicating with, their significant other, with their kids, with their, their bosses or their friends, right? Their husband, their wives. They are choosing not to better the situation. They want things to stay exactly, how they are, because they do not care to make it better. You do have some people who do want things to be better, but their level of just their level of communication, where they are emotionally, okay. You do have some people who are emotionally immature, to where, when they were growing up, if they did apologize, it wasn't acknowledged. It just wasn't nothing. So when they tend to get older into their adult years, they don't feel a reason to do so, you know, and they don't feel a reason to do that stuff, to communicate their feelings, to apologize when they know that they are in the wrong. You got some people, when they know that they are in the wrong and they cannot verbally apologize, they move with their actions. They may bring you food, or may rub up on you or something like that. How our parents used to do, when they don't apologize for being in the wrong, or they beat you too damn hard, now you're bleeding and things like that, and they know that they have hurt you. They don't apologize. They just come inside the room. Hey, you want to go get something to eat, or we finna go to the store? You coming, or do you want to ride? You know what I'm saying? This happens in relationships as well, with your lover, your husband or wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, it's the same thing. Even in friendships, sisters, siblings, it's the same thing, and not a lot of people, ooh, like a bee. Not a lot of people are mature enough to apologize. It stems from their childhood, and that's just how they tend to have, they have continued it, and then you just have some people who just do not care to, because they don't want to put the fault up on them. They don't want to seem like the bad person. They want to always play a victim. Yeah, it's a real out here, and y'all, my agony is really bad, okay? So please ignore this big pimple here. And y'all can't see everything on this side, because, baby, my face is a hot mess. But yes, there comes a point in life where you have to accept, you have to accept that you will not always get the apology that you want. And especially when you know that you will not get that apology, well, baby, just get to stepping. Just get to stepping, because you're just waiting around for something that would never happen. So you're only holding yourself back from true fulfillment, from true happiness, peace. Okay? And that is something that I am chasing. Okay? I'm not even gonna lie. I'm chasing peace. Now, I am the most peaceful person that anybody know. And everybody knows this, Everybody knows this. They know that I am the most peaceful person. I'm it took a while for me to find peace, within. But I will always pray for peace to be around me, I will always pray, that God send peaceful people back to me, because I tend to come into people's lives just as peaceful as ever, but they aren't so peaceful. I always seem like I'm a lesson or something, or like I'm the person, who, oops, sorry y'all, I'm the person who has to show this person how to just really live by nature, live by the earth, not take things too seriously, release the obsession with materialism, and things of that matter. Oh my God, I said I wasn't going to keep you all long, and I know I'm probably just rambling on now. I don't went on off into something else, but I just want to say something else. Materialism, You have a lot of people who care about that now. You have a lot of people who care about materialistic things. And then you have those who don't. Who don't. Like me. I don't. I don't care about any of that stuff. You know. And I know you all probably looking down at this diamond necklace. But I didn't even buy this for myself, okay? I didn't, y'all, I didn't. I ain't probably gonna really spend this kind of money on myself. Well, on myself, yes. When it comes to something that of a nature of me, a building, you know, and trying to grow a foundation, you know, build a foundation, you know, better my life, or investing into something. But you know, material things, you know, there's really nothing that of value. I actually have a video of me talking about that stuff. But like I was saying, there's a lot of people who value materialistic things instead of valuing every other aspect of life that is way more important. Now that just takes me back to those kind of people who don't like to apologize. If you kind of see the resemblance there, you know, their focus is on the wrong thing, you know. You know, and that's why people chose not to be so you know, they choose not to communicate with love, you know, with light, you know. They don't want to apologize. They don't, you know, they don't want to be at fault, because where they focus is at, you know, they're focusing on the wrong things to make them happy. I don't mind apologizing. I don't mind apologizing, and a person don't even have to accept my apology. But I know that for me, because I have, you know, where my focus is on, you know, is on to bettering myself and having a fulfilled life of love and light and peace, happiness, balance. You know, I don't want those things, you know, whatever I have done wrong, to harm a person, to hurt a person, to make a person cry, to make a person sad, you know, to make them feel as if they are not enough. And I have never made a person feel like that. But you know, if, right, you know, I'm going to apologize because I don't want that up on me, you know, and I want that person to move on. I want that person to move on, you know, to have that closure. That is what an apology is. It closes up something that a person holds on to while they are waiting for that apology, or in the midst of that argument or something of that matter. It allows them to, you know, push that out. Okay, just as if you wanting to dance, you know, and move out of that, you know, that negative energy. You want to move all of that, you know, that nastiness up off of you, you know, that lack of a motive, that lack up off of you, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. I just kind of wanted to come and ramble. But yeah, you know, you can't always wait on others, you know, apologies. It may never happen, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with accepting that some people are just that, you know, they are not the type to apologize, or they just don't want to apologize to you. But believe it or not, you're not the only one that they are not, you know, they're not apologizing to. Nobody is getting it, because they can't even apologize to themselves. I apologize to myself a lot. Okay, when I know that I have been putting myself into something over and over and over and over again, I like to apologize to myself, because it makes me feel like, you know, yes, bitch, look, you did it. You have done this to yourself. Now it's time to wrap it up, and it's time to move on. So I apologize as closure, to bring closure to me, because I have now learned, I have now accepted, you know, where I was, but where I need to be, where I need to go. You know, so you just have to accept a person for who they are showing you, you know, what they are showing you. Okay, if you want to apologize to them, you apologize. But when you're apologizing, you just move along. Okay, you know, you move along, because you won't receive that in return. Some people aren't as mature as you are. They aren't as intelligent as you are. They aren't as healed as you are. Okay, they're not on the same level of compassion as you are on. Okay, so you just have to accept that, you know, your happiness is what matters, your peace is what matters. Okay, And this is something that I am sticking to. That I have actually, I don't know what that noise is. I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe they're building something. But this is something that I've been trying to, just really keep close to me as the days go on. When you are detaching away from a person, place, or thing, whatever it is, a person, a place that you no longer need to be at, okay? A bad habit or whatever it is, a job, friend, relationship, whatever it is, a mother, a father. Hell, you never know, okay? Even your old self, okay? When you are detaching away from something, you're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to be uncomfortable. And the reason for that being is because you're not used to that silence. You're not used to the peace, okay, that has been brought with that detachment, okay? You won't be used to it. You're going to be uncomfortable. But I guarantee you, as days goes on, okay, as time flies, okay, everything will be okay. And it's going to start being every single day that you're going to love being within that space, within that peace. You're going to then be as comfortable as you have ever been. And I promise you, it's a good feeling. I have had to detach away from a lot of things that has been, oh my God, it has made me so uncomfortable because, I'm like, damn, I'm not used to this. Okay. But when time goes, I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. Oh Lord, I'm sorry, y'all. But this is beautiful. And it feels amazing. It feels amazing. So yes, I hope that this has helped someone. I need to get in the house because it's hot and it's bugs and everything. But yes, I hope that this has helped someone, just pretty much understand that not everyone is like you. Not everyone have that heart of gold like you do, okay? You have to accept. Acceptance is the key of moving forward, okay? You got to accept and move forward, If you're going to stay around a person who chose not to apologize, you need to accept that. Then know that it will not come out of their mouth, okay? And don't even speak up on it again because that it's not going to happen, okay? But you are allowing yourself to stay around that, so you cannot blame anybody else. You might as well not even complain, okay? Because you are allowing yourself to be within that space with someone who fails at who fails at apologizing, knowing that they have hurt you, who rather act, with their emotions, with their actions, not knowing that verbal speaking is something that is quite important as well. It's really important, just as much as showing, through your actions, okay? When you can do both, that's 100. When you do one or the other, well, sometimes that's just not enough. It's not enough. And I'm only speaking, hell, I don't care who disagrees with me, but it's not enough. Just like love isn't enough. Loving a person isn't enough. Saying I love you isn't enough. I need more than an I love you, okay? For me to know that you love me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get up out of here, y'all. It's your girl, the Queen Aqua, Jacayla Briand here. Please go to the website down below. I got some bath sauce, some herbal bath, self-love baths, ready to be shipped. My Soothe Me Down and Now herbal bath is still in stock. I have about 2 big ones left and 1 small one, so go and check that out, okay? I do have some Stress Me and Blessing oil. My nail and toe oil will be dropping 2 this month or the beginning of next month, as well as 3 more herbal teas, okay? My Soothe Me Down and Now tea, as I said before, is about to be back in stock, okay? So you need to go to my website now, okay? Go to the website now, okay? And subscribe, because I'm going to be sending out some emails, all right? The next video, they just may be out, but maybe sometime after this they're going to be out, okay? I'm trying to get everything out after this Mercury retrograde ending on January the 18th or the 19th. So yes, y'all go and support my herbal business. You can book a tarot reading with me if you want to, if you are being called to, if you want to have someone intellectually like me read for you, okay? Read my blog, go to my podcast and listen up, hey, have fun. And please check out my other YouTube my other YouTube videos. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? It's the Queen Aquarius, and I'm out of here, y'all.